We got here early today, but apparently not early enough to, like, there's a long ways away until we get to the main entrance, and we're stopped. But it's only, what, 9:54, as you can see by that. And they have it blocked off, I think, at the main entrance gate, because they're not going to open up the parking lot until 10:30 for the people who have reservations at 10:30 like we do, and we are already just waiting, so it's going to be a wait. I guess we should have tried to get here earlier, even though I don't think Katie would have necessarily liked that. Well, we are still waiting. We actually moved a little bit. We're closer now. Now we have a great view of Great Wolf Lodge, but we are definitely standing still. It almost feels like we're back in LA and are having LA level traffic. We finally had parked, after some people were stupid and like 5 cars in front of us. We had to wait for like 5 minutes because someone must not have had the right pass or something. But we are finally on our way in. Well, to the temperature check, then on our way in. And we are back, masked and everything. You ready, Katie? Sure. Are you ready to not ride Orion?
Yep.
My brother and his wife are already here. I'll introduce you to them when we get there, but I think they're already near Orion. He sent me a text in there by the racer, talking to Dave right now. There's the old Eiffel Tower. And of course the Royal Fountain. Better than the one in the backyard.
Oh, yeah. Our fountain's better than that.
And it is, of course, July 3rd today, as you can see by the date. Well, when you're watching this, it probably won't be July 3rd. I don't know if this video will be up today or not. And here is Orion, although they're doing a thing for today where they're giving out tickets to come back, sort of like the online reservation order books for Teens on or Rise of Resistance.
Just come back during your time period.
Thank you. So we'll come back 12 to 1. Just for the racer, and it was incredibly jarring on that ride to be able to see the Station of the Beast from the lift hill with the Vortex gone, which is the first time I've ever been able to do that. It's a wonder how it'd be like on the Beast when we were there, and I'm looking forward to Orion stuff. What do you think of all the social distancing and stuff here so far?
So far I think it's a lot better than when we were at the zoo the last couple weeks ago, but
I agree. I haven't seen a single person without a mask on. So I don't even know what they do if people aren't wearing it, but that has not been an issue at all. And like I was saying, they have not online tickets, but tickets to give people for Orion, which is right over there, but I still haven't been able to ride it yet. But between 12 and 1, we have a ticket for it. Well, I have a ticket. Somebody's not ever going to ride that ride probably, I'd imagine. And I don't even know where we're headed towards, but like my brother and his wife are up there, as well as one of my cousins, and I've met her. We also have a lot of hand sanitizers throughout the park here, as you can see that. There was one on the exit of Adventure Express, I know. Doldrums has a new sign. And Katie, if you get too hot, and people said their water park wouldn't be open today.
that's not a water park, Candy. I guess it's close enough.
I thought I was clear of it, but I thought I was clear of that, but even I got wet from way over there. Do you think they're doing that on purpose?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe, or maybe the landscapers forgot something.
I'm not complaining. That sounds pretty good. I know. I'm not complaining either.
Just said the water park's open. Well, this area up here is so strange with the Vortex not being gone. Or, well, being gone, not being gone. For the first time in my memory, at least, there is no ride over here, no line. Since the Vortex has, like I said, which used to be over here, but is now in the big amusement park in the sky. So we are not seeing the blue and orange in all the inversions.
I know I don't go here very often, but that does look weird. That does look weird.
Speak for yourself. I mean, like, for me, it's incredibly weird. Like I said, it wasn't... Like, my most vivid impression of the racer this time was being able to see the Station of the Beast.
Yeah.
because that's not something you ever do. Just the fence over here. They had a great photo spot, and if you can see some old supports for the Vortex, old footers over there, and a tiny bit of the Vortex track. And having said that, I know they're talking about what they could add over here. I don't think it does not look the land at all would work for a flat ride. Looks like it would have to be a roller coaster sometime to eventually replace it. Whenever that happens. Probably won't be until at least 2022 at the absolute earliest, because I don't think they're going to get anything at all for next year. But this looks so strange. And let's have a moment of silence for the beast. Except there's copyright music playing, so there won't be a moment of silence.
I was going to do the trumpet anthem.
So now I'm thinking either the landscaper's having a terrible day, or they put these in intentionally to cool people off at the sun, because this is the second one that you've seen. As you've probably heard Diamondback going by, even though they have silenced that this year, they put a bunch of sand into the tracks to make it more quieter for neighbors who complain about the noise. Did you know that, Katie? They quieted the Diamondback down some because neighbors complaining about noise from it.
Really?
Yep.
How loud was it?
It wasn't super loud, I mean, for a roller coaster, but it's also a case of, if you've ever looked at maps, like on Google Earth, there are houses not too terribly far away from where the end of Diamondback over there is at. So it was loud enough they could hear it, so Kings Island decided to put a bunch of sand in the tracks in order to quiet it down. I don't know if you can see it, but every 30 minutes or so they do sanitizing for the rides, and they're currently wiping down the beast for the trains from the east, which probably adds the time to it some as well, but I completely get why they're doing it. And here off in the distance is Orion about to crest the hill. It's about to go on down. Here soon I'll be riding that. That's it, we're riding after the beast. Shots of the Vortex-less view from the beast station, and you're on the next ride in the beast, and you get to sit in the very front. So that's good. I mean, I like the front. I think we prefer the back, but I've always liked the front. And since my cousin Dave wanted to have a cameo, there's my cousin Dave.
Hi.
And we're coming back on. This is our ride we'll get on. This is our train number 2, because we're number 2.
Yeah.
For the remains of the Vortex, including off over there, you might be able to see it, a bit of a track that still remains in there, which has not yet joined the rest of the Vortex. Yeah, the big part in the sky. But we just got ready. We just got off the beast, which is good as always, and now I'm about to go on my first ride on Orion. And if you want to know how I feel about that, well, I'm going to be posting a review of just that ride later on. So subscribe so you can watch that review later. Or depending on how I do, it might already be up by the time you watch this video. I don't know which one I'm going to post first yet. I rode Orion, although Katie did not ride it. You read the Scrambler, the Monster, and Shake, Ride, and Roll?
Yeah.
Well, I was riding that, and if you want to know what I think of Orion, like I said, there will be a video review of that up at some point. And I think we're going to follow up the biggest roller coaster in the park for me with the second smallest roller coaster in the park, and the only one I can ride without a kid. We're going to try and get Katie to go on Woodstock Express. And no, this is not Woodstock Express, this is the shop. And Woodstock Express is this little Katie wooden roller coaster over here. Katie's first time on it. Last time I was on this ride was literally 2 name changes ago, back when it was still known as the Beastie. Terrified of this ride, and I remember when I was like 5 or 6, I was here with my dad, riding this ride with my dad, my brother, my best friend growing up, and his dad, who ended up passing away just a few years after this day. But I was scared, and then they were taking the second train off of this ride for some reason, and it got stuck, and they're trying to take the maintenance shed over there, and I remember being relieved thinking that I wouldn't have to ride it after all, but they fixed it, and then I was in tears since I had to ride it. And I did ride it, and now this ride seems tame. Like I said, I literally just rode Orion right before this, which is their 300-foot tall digger coaster, and now I'm riding this ride. How'd you like the Woodstock Express?
It was a cute little roller coaster. I mean, there is
Were you scared?
I wasn't scared, but I mean, the first drop, I mean, It got to me a little bit, but it wasn't the worst drop I've ever felt on a roller coaster, but it was a cute little roller coaster.
I'd rather do Orion, but I can't
Well,
do
you're
that
not
anymore.
comparing apples to apples there.
Oh, I know, it's much bigger on Orion. Well, I'm proud of Snoopy. Look at how well he's social distancing right now.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
And for it being a season pass preview day, as we are coming on to international games to get this beautiful fountain here, there's people here. There's a reason why people are just being pass holders, but I've definitely seen it busier. The latest casualty of COVID-19, their flower clock is not in operation anymore. Godspeed, flower clock. I guess you might be joining the Vortex. Now, one thing I did like hearing was I wasn't sure how Cedar Fair, which they've apparently made at Kings Island, and Kings Island by extension will be doing as far as enforcing the mask. My cousins rode it east a little bit ago, and there was someone on the ride not wearing a mask, and the worker said something, and he got some questions about belligerence, and Kings Island got security involved, so Kings Island is doing a good job of enforcing mask wearing, which is, I think, good in this current time period. But all in all, we had a good first day at Kings Island. My brother did, in fact, lose his car keys, so we had to take him home. He did end up filling out a lost and pass slip online, which I'm guessing is a master copy that they have from some company that did for lost. Because some of the options to put on your lost and found at Kings Island were interesting, should we say. They included a toaster, an alarm clock, and I'm trying to think of how best to describe this because we want this to be a family-friendly channel, but a certain kind of toys for people who are over 18 was on that lost and found thing. So like I said, I'm guessing that it's a case of they have a master copy for it. But if you've been to Kings Island already this year, let us know what you think in the comments, how you like the changes, how you think you have social distancing, and what to do with Orion, or what you think of Orion. And of course, as always, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe.